Welcome to the e-classes of Ambuja Public School. This story is written by Munshi Premchand. His real name was Dhanpat Rai Srivastav. He was born on 31st July 1880 and was better known by his pen name Munshi Premchand. He is one of the most celebrated writers of the Indian subcontinent. Munshi Premchand was a novel writer, story writer, and a dramatist. He has been referred to as the Upanyas Samrat, that means emperor among novelists, by the writers. His work include more than a dozen novels, around 300 short stories, several essays, and translations of a number of foreign literary works into Hindi. Munshi Premchand was also known as the Shakespeare of Hindi literature. The central idea or the theme of the story is fair judgment and friendship. The theme of the story is that the Panch must be impartial. God speaks through them. He should see only the truth. The Panch should not keep in mind friendship and enmity while the judgment. The main characters of this story are Jumman Sheikh, Algu Chaudhary, and Jumman's aunt. Jumman Sheikh had an old aunt who had some property. She had no other near relation than Jumman, so she decided to transfer her entire property in his name. Until the transfer deed had been registered, the aunt was pampered and taken care of by Jumman's family. She was treated with many tasty dishes. But once the property was transferred to Jumman, the things changed. Jumman had an old aunt who had some property. She transferred it to Jumman. The condition was that she would stay with Jumman. Jumman would look after her well. For 2 years, the arrangement worked well. Then the situation changed. The behavior of Jumman and his family changed. Even the little food which was offered to her was loaded with the words of insults. She kept on bearing everything patiently, but at last her patience gave away. She realized that she was not welcome in his house. Therefore, she asked Jumman to give her a monthly allowance to set up a separate kitchen. Jumman and his wife knew that if they do so, they will lose all the money. Therefore, they denied the offer given by the old woman. Finally, she decided to take the case to the village panchayat. The old lady went to the villagers explaining her case. Some showed sympathy, some laughed at her, and others advised her to make it up with Jumman and his wife. At last, she went to Algu Chaudhary. He told the lady that he could not go against Jumman as he was his best friend. At this, she asked him, "But is it right, my son, to keep mum and not to say what you consider just and fair?" Listening to the Jumman's aunt's words, Algu said that why you want me to be the judge? There will be many people from the villages around. The old woman said, "I have cried my heart out to all, but now it's up to them to come." Algu said, "I shall come, but I won't say anything." Algu had no answer to this question, but these words were echoing in his mind. Won't you stand up for Iman for fear of losing your friendship? The panchayat was soon held under an old banyan tree. Jumman said, "Let my aunt nominate the panch. I will abide by her decision." The old lady suggested the name of Algu Chaudhary, knowing well that he was a close friend of Jumman. This, however, gladdened Jumman's heart, and he thought that as his best friend Algu could not go against him, his happiness was only short-lived. Algu Chaudhary gave his decision in favor of the old lady. She said that God lives in the heart of the Panch. She meant that as Panch, one was bound to be just and fair, but Jumman was very angry. The incident broke the bond of friendship. The two were not seen together after the case. Jumman wanted revenge on Algu. The judgment had already shook the very foundation of Algu and Jumman's friendship. The old intimacy was gone. Such an old tree of friendship could not stand just with one blast of truth. Now their relationship turned very formal and limited to mere courtesies. They met but just as a sword meets a shield. But as it is rightly said that time waits for none, so life goes on. After some time, Algu found himself in a difficult situation. He had sold his bullock to Samju Sahu. Samju Sahu had agreed to pay the price after a month. Unfortunately, the bullock died before the date of payment. Sahu refused to pay. A case came before Panchayat once again. For a second time in a few months, preparations for holding the Panchayat were made, and both the parties started meeting people seeking their support. The Panchayat was held under the old banyan tree again. Algu stood up and he said that the voice of Panch is the voice of God. Let Sahu nominate the head Panch, and I will abide by his decision. That means I will follow whatever decision he takes. Now Sahu saw his chance and proposed the name of Jumman, as he knew that Jumman and Algu are no more friends, and he also had the idea that Jumman wants to take revenge from Algu. Listening to this, Algu's heart sank and he turned pale, but he could not do anything. The moment Jumman became head Panch, he realized his responsibility as a judge and the dignity of his office. The Panchayat began to interrogate both the parties. There was a lot of cross questioning. Both the parties pleaded their cases. There was a difference of opinion among the members of the Panchayat, but finally, in the end, Jumman announced the judgment. Jumman said that the ox was not suffering with any disease when he bought it. He further said that the animal died because he was forced to work too hard and was not properly fed. Therefore, Algu Chaudhary should get the amount from Samju Sahu because he had sold a healthy bullock. And the reason behind the death of the bullock is Samju's cruel behavior towards it. Algu Chaudhary was overjoyed. He stood up and shouted, "Victory to the Panch Parmeshwar." Everyone admired Jumman's judgment. This is justice. This is not the work of man. God himself resides in the Panch Parmeshwar. At the end, Jumman came to Algu and embracing him, he said, "Ever since you had given the judgment against me, I had become your enemy. I always thought of taking a revenge. But today, I have realized that while sitting on that seat of justice, you are no one's friend or enemy. You cannot think of anything except justice. Today, I am convinced that God himself speaks through the voice of the Panchayat." Algu began to cry. His tears washed off the bitterness that had rankled in their hearts. The withered plant of friendship had become green again. The tears had washed away the dirt of misunderstanding between them, and there was realization and reunion of the true friends. So here the story ends, and the story is about the realization of two friends who understood the importance of justice and right things in life. Life made them realize that justice and right things are above everything, including friendship. This lesson also teaches us some values, that justice is impartial. No feelings of friendship, enmity, and relationship on the way of justice ever come. And voice of justice is voice of God. I hope all of you have understood the story well. Always remember that be fair in judgment, be honest and impartial. We'll meet you soon again. Till then, thank you and take care.